Hello, everyone, and welcome to Journey to Success Radio, a show featuring people and companies who are making a positive contribution to the world. This show will help you learn how to apply success principles in every area of your life so that you can make the most out of your skills and talents and accomplish more of your goals. To find out more about the show, please visit www.journeytosuccessradio.com.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Journey to Success Radio Network. My name is Timothy Chhim. I am a survivor of the cruel and harsh Pol Pot regime in Cambodia. Just a reminder, this year is the 40th year of my new life after escaping from Pol Pot's death row in May 1975. I am an all-state agency owner in Nanuet, Rockland County, New York, since 1987. You can reach me at 845-624-2500 for all your insurance needs in New York. Or you can go to www.allstateagencies.com/021070. Our very special guest today is Havilah Malone. Do I say your name right, Havilah?
Yeah, Havilah, that's it.
Oh, Havilah, okay. Havilah Malone is the visionary leader of Proof of What's Possible, Inc., and is dedicated to helping entrepreneurs, executives, and leaders master their success and break through to their personal and professional best. As a certified master practitioner of NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, Havilah can help you tap into your personal power, eliminate limiting beliefs and negative emotions, and create the life and business you deserve. She is a native of the New Orleans area and graduated from college at the age of 19 with a degree in arts and communications and minor in psychology. She hosts a variety of television and radio programs and is a dynamic international speaker. Havilah is an award-winning author and speaker and has been featured in Huffington Post, Fox News, NBC, QVC, HSN, Bravo TV, and many more. For nearly a decade, Havilah managed a $160 million technology business and served as a national television spokesperson. In 2013, Havilah authored the #1 best-selling book, How to Become a Publicity Magnet in Any Market via TV, radio, and print. Now, she is also a youth advocate who supports many nonprofit organizations through philanthropic efforts, community service, public speaking, mentoring, and partner programs that create a positive shift in mindset, foster collaborative support, and help people live beyond the box. Havilah is the founder of Everybody Loves Barbie Pink Carpet Gala and Weekend of Giving. She is going to tell us later about the project. Most importantly here, she passionately believes that abundance, prosperity, and happiness are our birthright. And she encourages people to follow their dreams because anything is possible. Her nurturing spirit, inspirational voice, and magnetizing personality are not only a unique representation of the city she calls home, but also the future of creating generational success and a shift in consciousness. Welcome to the show, Havilah. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. Thank you so much for having me. How are you doing?
I'm all right. Beautiful day here in New York, and I hope you do have the same day there.
Yes, it's gorgeous here in New Orleans. It is very, very nice.
All right. I must tell you that, Havilah, you have an extraordinary and remarkable bio I ever read.
Wow.
Congratulations, really. Yes.
Thank you.
I'm
so
fascinated.
Much.
I'm fascinated and actually inspired by the many great things you have achieved and continue to achieve. Let's get to my first question of the Barbie movement. I know that everyone loves Barbie, right?
Yes, everybody loves Barbie.
Including my 4-year-old granddaughter, Melissa.
Yes.
The other day I was looking to get some of her favorite Barbie dolls. I believe it was at Toys R Us, and it took me some 2 hours to find them. I could not believe how many dolls out there. But back to my question, what is the Everybody Loves Barbie movement about?
Oh, thank you so much for asking and for having me on. And, Everybody Loves Barbie. It's a self-empowerment movement, and it's about helping women and youth to be able to break the silence of molestation and abuse so that they can take their power back and they can start to live life on their own terms. And this kind of all came about over the past 20 years. I collected Barbie dolls. And, for most girls, coming up, they're collecting the dolls, or they're just, like, getting dolls, and their parents are bringing them dolls, and they're playing with them, and they're enjoying them and, just exploring, life with their dolls. But for me, I collected for a different reason.
Wow.
For me, the dolls represented all of the things that I wanted for my life, that I wanted for myself. Like, I wanted to feel confident. I wanted to feel beautiful. And I didn't feel those things inside because of my own experience with being molested as a child. And so that does kind of change something in you psychologically, and it takes something in you.
Wow.
And so I suffered from very low self-esteem. And the Barbies for me were like, they were perfect. They were in the box. They were untouched. And they kind of represented all the things that I wanted for myself. So, and it wasn't really until years later, and really over the past 3 years of a lot of the self-development work that I've done, that I've been able to kind of heal from those things and start to develop those qualities of love and confidence and feeling, beautiful and content from the inside out. And therefore not even needing the anchor of the dolls anymore. And so I know we're going to talk a little bit about this amazing event that we have coming up that is all about helping the next generation and helping each other to be able to break that silence and take their power back.
Wow, so it started with your personal experience, huh?
Yes. Yes.
Wow, I can't imagine that. Yes, I can't imagine that. And to many of us, dolls is just a toy. And to you, it is a different kind of inspirational thing. Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. It had a very significant meaning for me. And, I collected, like I said, I collected over 300, collector's mint edition dolls that were never opened, because every time I would go into a store or I would see a doll and it was just like, wow, not only are Barbie dolls, they're beautiful, and they have, Barbie has had over 130 careers. I mean, she's had, been tied to everything from, being a biker chick to being, like a Hollywood, celebrity to being like all these things. And so it's kind of like you get to live through that doll. And for me, it had a very deep meaning because of the way that I felt about myself.
My goodness, you must have a whole room of dolls at your place.
I literally,
maybe more.
I built a room onto my house to be able to house the collection.
Oh my goodness.
It was that large. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, it was that large, and you don't even realize when you're in the wound of a situation, you don't even realize the behavior that you have that is that may be outside of the norm. Like for me, when I was collecting the dolls, that was normal to me, and it's kind of like now, from the outside looking in on the situation, it was kind of like, wow, it had such a deeper meaning. I see why I was collecting the dolls, and they really were a lifeline for me, and I was so grateful that I had them. But it's like now we've come to a point where it's for those dolls to be able to serve the next generation. Put together this pink Gala that's coming up at June 26th here in the New Orleans area in the city of Kenner, to be able to truly help some very amazing organizations, nonprofit organizations that are empowering and supporting our youth.
Now, can you share a little bit more with our listeners about some of the exciting features of the 2015 Everybody Loves Barbie Pink Carpet Gala and Weekend of Giving?
The Everybody Loves Barbie Pink Carpet Gala and Weekend of Giving, and that's happening in the Kenner, Louisiana area. So on Friday, June 26th, we actually have the Pink Carpet Gala, and it'll be over at the Crown Plaza, a beautiful, elegant setting where there's going to be a Barbie-inspired fashion show put on by our partners at Macy's. There will also be a live auction. All of the Barbie dolls, so over 300 collector edition dolls, along with other celebrity autographed memorabilia and luxury items, like the opportunity to get private acting lessons with, like, Denzel Washington. And it will
wow.
Yeah, it'll be some really amazing things to be able to truly support these organizations. Because what Everybody Loves Barbie, we love to be able to do that are putting out, people get to that level so that they can continue to get the support that they need to be able to continue to help the community. So we're excited that the 4 honorees this year, the 4 beneficiaries of the event for this year, are the Napoleon Hill Foundation, which I know you're very familiar with all the work that from the books of Think and Grow Rich to the philosophy of, if you can conceive it and believe it, you can achieve it. That philosophy has created more success and more shifts in mindset than, really any other philosophy outside of the Bible ever. We also have, as one of our beneficiaries, Ms. Hillary's Kids, which is a mentoring program where they partner up underprivileged youth, entrepreneurs as their mentors, and they get to go to personal and professional development events and get exposure to things that a lot of times, because of what their situations or their circumstances, wouldn't ordinarily allow. And I mean, some of the kids have gone from being on the verge of committing suicide to, through the work through this program, are in their efforts. We also have Community Center, which is one of the oldest community centers in the city of New Orleans. It's been around since 1909, and they have been serving underprivileged families and truly have been a safe haven for those families. And so for them, our beneficiaries, and the other foundation is the Back to Basics Sports Foundation. So it's about activating your body and activating your mind so that you can truly perform at your peak, so that you can create the type of success that you want within your life. So this gala is truly going to be a Hollywood-worthy affair, and people can get information about it at everybodylovesbarbie.com, or you can even email us at info@everybodylovesbarbie.com.
Wow, wonderful. I'm not sure our listeners could hear all of the exciting features there. We have some sort of issue with the telephone line. I love Napoleon Hill Foundation and also Miss Hillary's Kid. I think they're doing excellent work for the community. I spoke to Miss Hillary last week, in fact. I spoke to her. Yes, I spoke to her, and I was making phone call to speak to the kids. She asked me to come on the phone and talk to them and give them my little story that I had some experiences in the past. So I spoke to her in length. She does good work there. And
they're doing this amazing work, and that's so wonderful. The kids had the opportunity to hear that powerful story, about your own experiences. And it's like when we get to, hear those stories, when we get to understand that whatever we're doing, alone in that, somebody else who's been through it or been through something that's similar.
I'm not sure if it's your phone or mine, but are you using cell phone?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. That's okay. Yeah, we have some issues there before, and I can hear you now.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, maybe you stay right there. Stay right there. Don't move. It was so exciting to hear.
Not gonna move.
Stay right there. So, the celebrities and who else is being invited?
Yeah, so we have celebrity appearances. We'll have a mini Barbie-inspired fashion show. We're so excited because some of our partners for this event are like Capital One, Southwest Airlines, and so we have a lot of really great surprises lined up for the audience. And of course, you know, we're talking like New Orleans, so we always have some amazing food, live entertainment, and it'll be an experience unlike any other, and it's something that is for a great cause. And so we really want people to, you know, come out and participate, and even if people can't, you know, maybe make it in town for the event, then, you know, to these organizations. If you go to everybodylovesbarbie.com, there's a way for you to participate in some shape or form. And even beyond the gala, which is on Friday, June 26th, the very next day, on Friday, June 27th, we have a community service project. So this gives those nonprofit organizations and the community an opportunity to give back. Because whether you have, you know, money to give or not, everybody has something of value to add. And even if that's just your effort, you know, giving back to the community, it all adds up, it all counts.
Definitely, indeed. Very nice, very nice. So now I'm pretty sure that when you do that, there will be some proceeds that you will be giving out to or donate to some organizations or individual, for example. About this special event, who or what organization does this event benefit, or all of them, or you?
Yes, so the event is going to benefit all four of those nonprofit organizations. Hillary's Kids, the Napoleon Hill Foundation, Back to Basics Sports Foundation, and the North Rampart Community Center. That have, you know, they're proven with what they've been able to accomplish not only in the lives of the youth, but also in the lives of the parents and the families that they serve. And so we want to be able to truly help them to expand their reach and help them to continue the amazing efforts that they are making within our communities. Because when we can help shift that mindset and give our youth hope, it truly changes the nation. It changes our communities, it changes our families, and it helps to change people's lives. And everybody wants to be happy. Put together programs in those ways.
Wonderful. Now, remind us again when the event will take place and where, for one more time.
Absolutely. So the event will be taking place June 26th through the 28th. All of the activities will be happening in the city of Kenner. So if you're coming from out of town, when you fly into the New Orleans International Airport, you're city of Kenner, even though it's called the New Orleans Airport. And so the gala itself will be happening at the beautiful Crown Plaza Orleans Airport Hotel. You can get more information about that at everybodylovesbarbie.com. And then, of course, the Community Service Project will also be happening in the city of Kenner. So this is an initiative that's supported by the mayor, Mayor Mike Guinea, and the entire city. And they're so behind, you know, all of these great things that are happening, because we do, as a community, as a society, want to be able to break this. Want to be able to give people the opportunity to take their power back, because when you can fully realize the value that you have as a human being and in your community or in your, it truly starts to shift things. You know, a lot of people go around playing, and it could be because of the never been able to We've created this self-empowerment movement to be able to help people to truly take their power, live life.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, absolutely.
I know it. That's okay. Yes,
I know the beautiful thing about technology.
Stay right there. Don't move. So again, people can support not just by going to that evening, but they can do it on the phone. They can go to your website. How else they can help support this movement? Besides that particular night, any other time that they can do something to help?
Oh, certainly. People can go at any time and go to the website and, contribute, give a donation that will help go towards these organizations. So if you go to everybodylovesbarbie.com, then there's places for you to be able to read more information about the organizations that are benefiting from the events, and to be able to donate and support them in some way. And no matter what, the amount is, it could be $1, it could be $5, whatever it is, because at the end of the day, it adds up and it makes an impact. And, any amount of money can truly help to start shifting things, because when we come together, it all starts to add up. So we appreciate any kind of contributions. If there are companies out there who are interested in even sponsoring the event, then they can reach out to us at info@everybodylovesbarbie.com, so that we can, make this the biggest and best event of the year.
Definitely. I'm pretty sure when some of our listeners or most of our listeners that hear your call, I'm very sure they will do something to help. Especially, I appreciate the help that you support Miss Hillary kids, and I feel for them. I look at the site, I saw the beautiful thing that Miss Hillary does, and it's very nice. And actually, I'm a fan of Napoleon Hill Foundation. We have gone to many places to speak. Tom and I and other people has done that. And this radio program is a part of that, because we are supporting this organization. Other than that, I want to go back a little bit. I haven't heard you talk about your background there. It was amazing that you graduated from college at age 19. Can you talk a little bit about your background so the younger generation can be inspired by your success?
Oh, certainly. I did. I graduated actually from high school when I was 16. Then I graduated from college when I was 19. And honestly, I was just ready to get out of school. I saw, the other side of the world, and I was just kind of like, what? I want to be able to get out there. I want to be able to work. I want to be able to, be free. And so that was my driving force, to be able to get out of school. And one thing that I like sharing with people, especially students who may be out there listening, or even parents of students, is that one of the ways that I was able to get through college so quickly was I went and talked to the counselors and found out that you can actually test out of a lot of courses that are required, during your college term. And so I went and found every single class that I could test out of, and I went ahead and did that. And so that helped to free up a lot of the time. And then, of course, too, I went around, I went even during the summer, during the spring, during the fall, so I went year round, so that I can go ahead, instead of taking that time off to, play around or do whatever, I was like, let me go ahead and just, kind of buckle down and get this finished with. And so I was very grateful, that I did. It was definitely a huge accomplishment for me.
It was.
And it just allowed me to, start my career sooner, or start my journey, because all of it is a part of your journey. So no matter when it is that you go to school or get out of school, everything is timed perfectly. So, but if you can get out earlier, then I highly encourage
Oh yes,
highly encouraged. And then testing out of the courses actually also saves you a lot of money too, because you're not paying full tuition for that course. So that's a plus for parents.
You're blessed. Now, what about this organization or the company, Proof of What's Possible, Inc.? How did you get involved with that?
So, it was serendipitous almost. I worked in corporate America for a very long time. I actually, like you talked about, I ran a $160 million business for one of the manufacturers in the world, and I was also their spokesperson, like the Home Shopping Network in QVC, and I worked for them for nearly a decade. And as the market started shifting in the technology industry, our business started to decline in that industry, and it got to the point where our entire organization ended up being laid off. And it was when the call came and we're all in this conference call and they're like, we're dissolving this organization, blah blah blah, we're just all like devastated, like, wait, what? So it really sent me on a journey of, okay, you have been doing this for a really long time, but is this really your passion? Is this really what you want to do with your life? Because you're really being given an opportunity to, either set out on a new course or to, continue down the same road that you've been. And so it really was a blessing in disguise, even though at the time, of course you don't see it when you're in the situation. So I kind of went on my own kind of like self-development journey during that time to just really figure out, what is it that I'm passionate about? What is it that I love? And what I do love is business. I love technology is as far as being able to share messages with people, being able to share information that's of value with people. And I had a huge background, and things. And I love creating positive mindsets. I'm like, how can I take all of these things that I love and give up anything? Because I had so many people who would come to me for advice in business, or come to me in advice with, because they felt like I always had this positive mindset. Like, how do you stay positive all the time? And
how?
And there's definitely.
You must have read that Think and Grow Rich book many times, have you?
I have Think and Grow Rich that it's right alongside my bed. I read from it on a daily basis. I continually feed my mind on a daily basis, because when you think about it, you have about 126 million bits of information that's coming at you every second. You can only process about 126 of them. So when you and a lot of people are familiar with The Secret and the Law of Attraction, truly do magnetize you to bring those things into your life. So if you're constantly thinking about how bad things are and how horrible stuff is, you're going to get more of that. But if you can start to change that conversation in your own mind to the things that you'll start to see that. So to be able to with people that also start from the inside out, that you have to become the type of person that attracts that positivity, that attracts that success, that attracts those opportunities. So I help people, deal with all aspects of that through Proof of What's Possible. And it's just, we get phenomenal results with our clients. And it's something that I'm extremely passionate about, as you can probably hear in my voice.
I know, I can tell that you are among one of those top notch out there. Now, how is it related? How is this thing related to the NLP, the neuro linguistic programming?
Neuro-linguistic programming literally allows you to rewire your neural network, to create the type of mindset, to create the type of emotional mastery that you want. Because the only difference between somebody who is successful and somebody who is not is truly their mindset, because then their mindset will control their actions. And a lot of people think that they are victims of their circumstances or their is going on, but you, the one control over, changes that you want to make. People this way, you can go and sit on a counselor's couch or a psychiatrist's couch for 30 years talking through your problems and, trying to, figure out what's wrong and do that. And, hey, and it's a viable solution for those who it works for. Or you can use neurolinguistic programming to go in to talk to your unconscious mind, which controls 80% of your behavior, controls. If you look at an iceberg, in the top of what you see on top of the water is only 20%. The majority of the iceberg is underneath the water, and that's kind of how our conscious and unconscious mind works. And so neuro-linguistic programming allows you to go in and deal directly with the unconscious mind, where your attitudes, behaviors, your beliefs all are housed, and to change those to what you want them to be. And you can do that in a matter of minutes. So it's extremely powerful, extremely powerful.
Well, I can feel better already.
About changing those pictures in your mind. I tell people all the time, if like the listeners who are out there, listening, if you think of a pencil right now, like just think of a pencil, like does a picture come to your mind? More than likely it does. There's a specific picture that you have in your mind when you think of a pencil. Everything, when you think about a steak, there's a picture that comes to your mind. And that picture, depending on where it's located in your mind, if there's smells associated with it, if it's large or if it's small, if it's in black and white or if it's in color, all of those aspects determine how you feel about that item. And so you can literally go in and rewire those things within your brain, and it's relatively easy to do. And there's a lot of people just don't know that opportunities are available. They are. A lot of people are familiar with like Tony Robbins, and he's extremely successful at what he does because he uses neuro-linguistic programming and how he approaches and works with individuals. So it's everywhere. It's all around you. But now you know what it is.
Oh yes. Now I think I'm looking forward to one more thing, which is the #1 best-selling book that you wrote.
Yeah.
How to become a publicity magnet. How?
It goes back to being very strategic about your messaging, how you do what kind of outreach you do. I tell people all the time, I said, you could be the most amazing dressmaker in the world. You can make these gorgeous gowns that, the Queen of England would, die for. But if nobody knows that you're doing it, if nobody knows that it's available, then what good is it? And a lot of people are just either they're unaware that the opportunities are out there to be able to be featured on, a television news show in the morning. Like you may, watch the news in the morning and you see people on there and you're like, I could do that. I need to be out there, telling, sharing my message or sharing my product or sharing my service. And guess what? Producers are looking for you. So where are you? People play so small and they feel like there's this elite, group of people who have those opportunities, but those opportunities are available to each and every individual. But there's some things that we have to do to be able to make you presentable, make you attractive, and so that you can attract those opportunities to you. So the book brings you through these 5 steps to win, which everything starts from the inside out. So when you get or become the type of person that can attract those opportunities, then they will start to show up, and it's very, very easy to get your message out there, and the book will bring you through those steps to be able to do it. And it went to #1 bestseller literally the day that it released, and it is such a powerful read. There's such great reviews, behind the book. So, if people are interested in getting that or getting more information about it, you can either get it on Amazon. You can go to How to Become a Publicity Magnet, or you can even type in Publicity Magnet, or you can go to my website at HavilahMalone.com, and that's HAVILHLONE.com, and get more information about it.
Great, wonderful. I thought I was going to miss that question. I was not going to miss that question.
It's like, wait, I want to know. How do we become one?
Yeah, I want to know that. But maybe I can get a copy with your signature on it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We can definitely work that out.
I love books like that. I have stacks and stacks of books like that, and I read every day.
That's excellent, and that's so important that you continue to feed your mind with the things that you want. So there's plenty of stuff around you that you don't want. That stuff is easy. It's everywhere. So you have to be proactive about feeding yourself with the things that you do want. You can shift those pictures in your mind and shift that conversation in your head so that you are attracting the things that you want. And it's a process. It's time, and you have to be consistent about it. So I'm so happy to hear that you are, reading on a daily basis. That's excellent. Excellent.
Yes, I can't wait to read your book. And we're going to talk a little bit about the night. I'm going to leave with your information. I think you could go back to the event again. So go ahead. Your last words on that. How can they get there? And go ahead so we can.
We are so excited to be coming up on the 2015 Everybody Loves Barbie Pink Carpet Gala and Weekend of Giving, and if people are just tuning in to the program, Everybody Loves Barbie. It's a self-empowerment movement to be able to help women and youth to be able to silence of molestation and abuse, power back and live life on their own terms. And this year, June 26th, we have a Pink Carpet Gala happening in the city of Kenner, Louisiana, which is right outside of New Orleans, over at the Crown Plaza New Orleans Airport Hotel, that will be benefiting 4 amazing nonprofit organizations, Miss Hillary's Kids, the Napoleon Foundation, Back to Basics Sports Foundation, and the North Rampart Community Center, who truly support and empower our youth. And it'll be in a Hollywood-worthy affair with a Barbie-inspired fashion show, celebrity appearances, auctions, of course, live entertainment, food, and so much more. And we invite you to come out to participate. You can get information or you can get your tickets at everybodylovesbarbie.com. You can even reach out to us if you're interested in becoming a sponsor at info@everybodylovesbarbie.com. And if you attend, you're out of town that day and you can't make it in, then you can always go in and make a donation that will go towards these organizations. It counts. It all helps. A part of this entire weekend of giving, there'll be a community service project where the nonprofit organizations get to give back. And the youth will get an opportunity on our last day, on that Sunday, to be able to share their stories, have an experience like no other. So we would love for you all to come out and participate and truly be able to give back in a huge way that'll make a difference, not only for these organizations, but, we always get fulfillment when we know that we're contributing, because that's what we're to be able to give, and where we know that, hey, what we're doing, the value that we add is making a difference. Lives to make a difference. So we appreciate you, Tim, and Tom, and all that you all do with the Journey to Success, and we appreciate you having us on. Thank you.
Oh, I thank you very much, especially your kind heart. Yes, thank you very much for coming to talk to us today. I want to stress that because we do have some problem with our telephone a little bit. So I hope that the last words there for you will get to many of us, and I wish the event to become one of the biggest successful for you. And thank you very much. And for our listeners, don't forget, call us if you or anyone you know do have any story to share on Journey to Success Radio Network. For now, I am Timothy Chhim saying goodbye and have a great day, Havilah.
Thank you so much. You too.
All right.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Journey to Success Radio. If you or anyone you know would like to be interviewed for the show, email Tom at tom2tall.com for details.